What's up, everyone? CryptoSavy here. I hope you had a great Christmas. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, where it might be headed. But before that, we're going to talk about this stuff going on with YouTube and the crypto YouTubers and people getting their videos deleted and other stuff. But stick around. It should be a good video. And we're going to talk about how you can help. Don't forget, we have a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. It's totally free. And if something happens to the channel, at least we have a way to communicate. I also have my Twitter handle down there. Definitely follow on Twitter so we can all keep in touch about this just in case something bad does happen. Let's get into the video, see what's going on. All right, guys, as always, this is not financial advice. This is not trading advice. This is not investing advice or any of that. There's a disclaimer on the bottom. Definitely read that. But let's talk about what's going on with crypto right now and YouTube. Obviously, this list is getting bigger with all the YouTubers getting channel strikes. It just keeps getting longer and longer. And this one it's off of Omar Bomb's crypto channel. He's been keeping up with it. This one, I don't think it's been updated for about 5 or 6 hours, but as you can see, the list keeps getting longer and longer, and a lot of these guys really depend on their channels to live. I mean, to support them, their families, and whatnot. So I'm asking all of you to please share this video, get it out to as many platforms and many places as you can. We need to find out what's going on, and I ask that you also, if you're on Twitter, to tweet YouTube and kind of ask them just for an explanation. Don't spam them or any of that, but we just need a clear explanation. So I'm fortunate enough, I have not got any strikes yet, but we need to have YouTube explain exactly what's going on so we can all abide by whatever it is that these channels have done wrong. And it's not real clear. A lot of people thought it was for shilling projects and whatnot, but there's so many different ones. Smaller YouTubers, bigger YouTubers, and it's gotten crazy, guys. It's really strange what's going on, and if anybody has any idea, leave your comment below. Also, there's a free t-shirt giveaway on Sunday. Leave your comment below for that also. But guys, we need to stick together. Even though I know a lot of YouTubers have a lot of differences and a lot of communities don't get along, but we need to squash all that for a while and try to get this figured out. Like I said, a lot of people depend on this stuff. And if we could just clear up why this is happening, maybe we could all switch around and change whatever it is needs change that is going against YouTube. But yeah, like I said, the list is getting longer. And somebody had posted this on Omar's. It was a perfectly timed attack because as Bay Area residents, and being close to the YouTube headquarters, I would like to point out that most employees went on holidays until after New Year's. That way, there is no real way to address the issue until 2020 when the new fiscal year begins. But at the same time, they did respond on Omar's Twitter. They put, "Jumping in, we're looking into this, hope to share an update soon." And he had thanked them very much. And then it goes on to, they never really cleared anything up. Their next tweet was, "Thanks for letting us know. If you think the strike was incorrectly issued, you can opt to appeal this directly from YouTube Studio. Here's more info about the community guidelines, strike, step-by-step instructions," which I'm sure most all of them are doing, and they're just not getting replied to, or they're saying that they are in, the wrong. There's another one. "We'd like to better understand the issue. Mind sharing more details or screenshots of the problem. Appreciate the tag. If you feel that it was done in error, you definitely have the option to appeal through YouTube Studio. Here's more info about our community guidelines." Again. And I think that was about it for their replies. And then they've been pretty silent ever since. It's kind of scary, guys, because this is one of the best places to go to learn about, hear about crypto And like I said, even though a lot of us YouTubers don't agree with each other on a lot of things, it doesn't matter. Us as a community need to stick together and try to help figure this out. So you can help, even though you may not think you can. Like I said, if you're on Twitter, tweet Team YouTube and ask, ask them to help us out. Tell us what's going on. Also, Eric Crown had posted, there's a lot of theories of what's going on. And I think some of these places are just kind of possibly just trying to take credit for something they didn't do. But it said, one of the tweets he got is, hey, after Ivan Tech losing YouTube, you're next. And then another one was boom, get ready. But this is a group that is, threatening YouTubers. Is that them? I don't know. There's many rumors that it's Bitcoin SV, they're Roger Ver. So many people that they're claiming could be behind this, but I would love to get to the bottom of it. And hopefully the YouTube team digs into it and really looks at what's going on. But like I said, you guys can help by sharing this video, getting it out there, retweeting it. I will be putting it on my Twitter. Make sure you go to my Twitter, retweet it. Just get this out there. We need to stick together as a community. And regardless of our differences, just let all that be right now. And just until we figure this out, we need to stick together. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you like the video. That helps get it out there also. So take a second out, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and leave your comments down below. That also helps YouTube push the video out to more and more people. So everything we can do to help would be awesome. All right, now we'll go ahead and look into Bitcoin. First, we'll look at the Fear and Greed Index. It is at 39. It has raised 17 points. It's still in the fear, but it's raised out of extreme fear. The BitMEX signals. Well, first let's look at the longs on Bitfinex. As you can see, they are dropping, and the RSI is dropping pretty rapidly, which could be resetting to, for the longs to go. A lot of people say you can't chart the, longs and shorts, but I believe you can. Let's look at the BitMEX signals page, and if we look at BitMEX, it is still 91.5% long, 8.5% short. BitMEX is 48.5 long and 51.5 shorts. Binance is a little less than 40% long and a little more than 60% shorts. The total is almost 64% longs and 36% shorts. And this is just on these three exchanges. And some people say this isn't correct. I'm not sure. But this is what we have to work with. So let's go into the price action real quick and what we've been looking at for the last couple weeks. And we are still getting support on the 21 EMA, which is around 7,050, and getting resistance at about 77. And we are just squeezed in between these two EMAs, this one being the 13 EMA, this one being the 21. Definitely getting compressed in here. And a break and a close in the weekly above or below one of these EMAs is most likely going to give us our continued direction. I do want to point out we are still getting declining volume while within this pattern. Let's go into the weekly. Same thing, we are under all the EMAs, getting resistance from all the EMAs. The 8 EMA is around that 7,700 area. We did get rejected off that again and coming down. It does look like we could come down a little more and still create some bullish divergence here. Obviously, we won't know until this pans out, but we do have declining volume still, which it's getting pretty low, guys, and this is in the weekly, so most likely we're going to have a big move one way or the other pretty soon. If we look at the RSI, I have the support line drawn in here, and then if you see this yellow line, we had a wedge in here, which we popped up out of, came back down, tested for support, and we have popped out of this resistance here. We may come back down, touch this before continuing up, but in reality, guys, it looks like the bottom is in my opinion. If we look at this red line, this is a support line I have drawn from way back here in August of 2015. We had a capitulation kind of like over here in 2018. And then once we popped above this, we came back down, tested it for support, and never looked back. You know, the bull run, obviously, from 2015 all the way to 2018. If you look now, we have done the same thing. After we capitulated here, popped back above this resistance line, it became support, and that is where we're at now. Let's look at the daily. Looking at the daily, there was some hidden bullish there was bullish divergence here, guys, and I'll draw some lines in there so you can see. And if you guys have been watching my channel, you know when you're using RSI, do not use the wicks, always use the bodies, because the RSI moves with the bodies. But if we look here, we were making lower lows in the price action and higher lows, and higher lows in the RSI, which was bullish divergence. We got this move up. If we look now, you can see too, I have these trend lines drawn in here, kind of like a widening, broadening wedge here. And if we look at the RSI, we're in this falling channel in yellow and the rising channel in white. If we zoom in here, let's take a look and see if we see any divergence. And not necessarily right now. We could create some divergence here. If we come back down and close down here, we will still most likely be higher on here. So that would be bullish divergence, but this is the daily. So until the daily closes, we really don't know there. But it does look like this could possibly be a rising broadening wedge, and we could be coming up, you know, to test the 8,000 within the next week or so. Let me let's go into the 4 hour. And if you guys watched yesterday, we have some higher targets up here, and I'll show you how I got them. But first, as you can see, I had this bottom trend line in here. Zoom in so you guys can see it. I had this bottom trend line off of all these supports across here, and then we broke below it, came back up, tested for some resistance, and got rejected. So if I have this trend line correct, we should be heading down. But also I wanted to point out I had this falling channel here that we popped out of. We came back down, tested the top of it for support twice, and did get supported. A measured move of that break would be around the 7,560 would be the target. Obviously, that's unless we drop from here. But like I showed you before, this trend line could be like this, and this could be a rising, broadening wedge. We could be coming back down for one more test of it around 71.27 and then continue up to these higher targets. My other measured move is measuring this falling channel, which here looks like a bear trap and up here looks like a bull trap out of it. If we can get back above it, that would get us up to, put a target in here. And we'll talk about what we need to break to come up this way or to go down. As you can see, this is the 0.618. This is the golden pocket area that we've been playing around in for over a month now. The 0.618 is where we're getting resistance now, which is around the 71.22. If we, and I'd said yesterday, if we can get a 4 hour candle to open and close above this, I think we'd be safe to continue our move up. But if we keep getting resistance and can't get above that 72.20, most likely we're going to head down and at least test the 71.28. And if that breaks, I would be looking for the 68.70, right about 68.78 area, which is the 0.65 fib. And if that breaks, then we would be looking at our lower lows. And I did want to point out in the daily, the worst case scenario, in my opinion, guys, if you do a Fibonacci retracement from the swing low all the way to the swing high, like I said, we are in the golden pocket area here. If that doesn't hold, do we come back down and test this support line, which would be around 59 if we break back down below this long-term trend line. Other than that, the 0.786 would be my worst case scenario according to the Fibonacci, would be about 5,400. But if we came back down to retest this trend line, we would be looking more at the $4,800 area. But until we break below this golden pocket area, guys, I'm not concerned about these lower targets. Like I said, the 0.65 is around the 68.80, somewhere in that range. So keep that in mind where we're at. This is a no trading zone, if you ask me, unless we break above this 72.22, open and close a 4 hour above it. Then I would be bullish there, especially breaking back out of this channel, which as of right now is going to be around the 72.76 range. If we could break above that, we should be looking towards these two higher targets at least, and then possibly even higher targets. And that 82.59 is measuring this whole thing from wick to wick as a flagpole, and we were watching this as a flag, which we have broken back below the top of the flag, but that's where I got the 82.50 target, which still could be good. Like I said, depending on what happens here, if we can break above this 0.618 at 72.22, things could be good. I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget my wife's webpage, inkyorimage.com. There is a link to that in the description below. Check it out. Lots of cool crypto stuff in there. She can put anything you want, not just what you see. Family pictures, whatever. Also, there's some hoodies, keychains, and some other stuff that's not on there. Definitely check it out. It's a great way to help support the channel. There's also some other links down there. There's some exchange links down there that you get some bonuses for signing up. There's Bybit. I think you get up to $290 bonus for signing up and making a deposit. I think your deposit has to be 0.02 or 0.05, I'm not sure, to get the bonus. There's also Prime XBT down there that has a 35% bonus for signing up with them. Whatever you put in, they'll give you 35%. But be very careful, guys. Trading isn't for everybody, and it's extremely dangerous, especially if you're using high leverage. I don't suggest high leverage if you're going to dabble in it. And I also suggest that if you're going to use Bybit or either one of them, Bybit has a test net where you can practice on the real exchange with fake money. That way you're not risking anything, and to see if trading might be for you or not. So appreciate you guys watching. Definitely share this video. Get it out there. Let's get it out to as many people as we can, as I feel like I'm, blessed to still be able to post videos, which a lot of people can't. And I'm going to try to use that to help get the message out there. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the CryptoSavy logo above my head. Tick the notification bell to get you notified. When you tick that bell, make sure you hit all. Also, leave your comments down below and give it a giant thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you. Take it easy. Have a great day.